G'day, g'day. Now, some of you are seasoned and know exactly what this flower is here, and others of you are just starting to come to this awareness. Now, for quite some time, there was a lot of political stuff with regards to this particular plant, but fortunately, people are starting to activate their crown chakras and are coming to a bit more of a conscious awareness. One thing you are going to find, and these are my personal recommendations because I am a medical recipient on this stuff, just a couple recommendations at the moment. Now, if you are going to find that you are inhaling all this sort of stuff, what's going to happen is you're using your lungs, and so you're going to affect lung qi. So what's going to happen there is you're going to have breathing issues over time. So you're going to have to meter that seasonally with different herbs and spices that clear wind from the body. In winter time, and if you're in a colder area, in autumn time, like we're in now, what you're going to find beneficial is things like ginger. Ginger is incredible for enhancing lung qi. You're also going to find benefit from chewing on eucalyptus leaves or pine leaves, can also be a fantastic option. So this enhances lung qi. Now what you also need to do, because of the lung yin collapse, that's all about hydration. Okay? So hydration, good stuff to have. So miso soup in wintertime is an incredible thing, especially for a cannabis come down, because it's where the feng and shui, okay, so feng is wind, shui is water, and as we have here, right, a gutter, where the water flows down, the wind flows up, okay? Water flows down, wind flows up. So you've got a whole bunch of smoke that you've been inhaling for months and months potentially. That's now in all these tiny microcapillaries in all your body, okay? And it's made of heaps of different things, all right? It does actually contain cyanide. It's one of the byproducts of smoke is cyanide, so if you're going to make use of cannabis, vaporize or eat it. Usually the best options. So, again, the lung yin, once you stop smoking cannabis, you're going to have the withdrawals, the anxiety and the shakes. The shake, that's wind in your body, and it's trying to get out. Now, as we said, where wind rises, water flows. So the wind is trying to rise up out of the body in burps and also in farts. And we need to hydrate because we have this gap inside of us, which we think we're full, but we're not. It's actually air. So in order to get that air out, you have to allow water in. But if we just have pure water, it's just going to flow in and flush us out and no minerals in our body. We need to have salt. But this is different to sodium chloride. Salt has to have minerals. It has to be Celtic or Celtic, right? Himalayan, Murray River, evaporated sea salt, fleur de sal, right? These things have like 86 different minerals. They are so crucial. And remember, when you are withdrawing, eat. You have to eat. You're going to have a little bit of a deficiency of spleen qi as well. So what you're going to need is sweetness, a little bit of fruit, just a little bit, just to enhance the appetite. Avoid hot, spicy things if it's summertime withdrawals. However, if it's wintertime withdrawals, you're going to need those hot, spicy things, okay? It's just stuff like this. If it's springtime withdrawals, you're going to want to have some salad. Salad's really good for clearing the wind out of the body, and it'll also clear out the heat, all right? So it's each season, you have to eat seasonally to be able to cope with the withdrawals that you might otherwise have, all right? And when it comes for withdrawals, you always want to taper off this sort of stuff. You never want a cold turkey. You don't want to just quit straight up, unless you want to do a really deep meditation on what that feels like. Not pleasant. Not pleasant. It's not, not like caffeine withdrawals. Those absolutely suck. And anyone who's tried to quit caffeine or cigarettes knows exactly how bad that can be. But the same principle applies. You're going to be wind affected. All right? So if it's caffeine, if it's ecstasy, if it's any sort of mind-altering substance, pharmaceuticals, all of it, you're going to get wind affected, and you need to eat herbs and spices and miso, and meat is also a really good thing because it's very grounding, and potato chips are a fantastic thing from a come down. Anyone who's had been drunk, right? They know a kebab and some potato chips are pretty good. But cannabis withdrawals is not the same. Cannabis withdrawals, you tend to have no appetite whatsoever, and that's why you need to enhance the spleen qi, and that's why a little bit of honey, right? A little pinch of sugar, a little bit of fruit, a little bit of dried fruit, just something. So that's how you come down from a cannabis withdrawal, okay? You got to treat the wind-affected symptoms. Celtic salt, Murray River salt, Himalayan salt, fleur de sal, evaporated seawater, okay? It has to have the minerals. Anyway, folks, take care of yourself. That's been 5 minutes of me talking. Have yourselves a lovely day.